Everything old is new again in Canadian politics. I'm Brian Lilley with TheRebel.media. Gilles Duceppe back in the Canadian federal political scene. Who would have thunk it, but he decided to come back and lead the Bloc Québécois, which isn't doing too well in the polls. In an interview with Tom Clark on Global's West Block this past weekend, he mused about something that didn't seem to shock Clark, but I think is going to be a talking point in Canadian politics for the next while. He said he's open to forming a coalition with anyone.
Sometimes those different interests have a common goal. The lines are crossing each other. You have to find a way, the place where it comes. So
whoever comes to you with the best deal is
best deal for Quebec.
That's who you'll dance with.
My only concern. What's the best deal for Quebec?
So you'll form a coalition with the Conservatives if they have the best offer for him. You'll form a coalition with the NDP. You'll form a coalition with the Liberals. Now, what can Canadian political history tell us? Well, it would tell us that he's not going to form a coalition with the Conservatives because the Conservatives campaigned against that very idea. But what about the other parties? If an election were held now, it would almost certainly be a minority government of one form or another. So what would those parties do on the progressive side, the NDP and the Liberals? Well, just so happens I've got the answer right here. See that? That's Justin Trudeau's signature on the 2008 coalition letter. He was among, well, all of the Liberal MPs that signed it at the time. It's a much bigger caucus than now, but other names from his current caucus that we see in there. Christy Duncan signed it, Lawrence McCauley signed it, Judy Foote, David McGuinty, Scott Sims. So many people that aren't there anymore. The list goes on and on. Basically, if you were a Liberal MP in the caucus back in 2008, you signed this. And Tom Mulcair, he was deputy leader of the NDP at the time. He was fully on board with the idea of a coalition that included the Bloc. And he even said at the time that that the coalition included all three parties. He didn't try and play this game that said, no, it's just a coalition with the Bloc, with the Liberals and the NDP, and the Bloc is there to support us. No, he actually said it involved all three parties, and he was supportive of the idea. Listen to what he said back in 2008. We're not going to give them another chance, he said, meaning the Conservatives. We're structured, we're organized, we've worked very hard for the past 4 days, and you're going to see the fruits of that labor very shortly. That's what he said to the Toronto Star. To Agence France-Presse, he said, well, I would tell those Canadians that they just might get a Christmas present next week and have the Conservatives turfed. Are we going to see a coalition come back? Quite possibly. We could. There's going to be lots of denials. The Liberals have said they're open to a coalition with the NDP, but only if Mulcair has gone as leader. Mulcair has said that he's for, that he's against. We don't really know where he stands. But Duceppe has set this trap, and now they're all going to be talking about it. I don't expect the Bloc to do all that well in the next election, but if they have a few seats, and we are in a minority situation, expect this chatter to come back. But when the other parties deny, when the Liberals and the NDP deny they would form a coalition with the Bloc, well, just remember, they did once before, and they'll do it again.